Morning, UK comms prepper here. I thought I'd do a little mini review on a little radio I bought recently from my local second-hand shop, cash converters. It's for this little radio. It's got the MASS transceiver AHT-7-UV. I bought it for 25 quid, which I thought was a bit of a bargain. As far as I know, on the specs, I don't know too much about it. It does 270, 2 meters and 77s, and it's got a good receiver. I picked up some aircraft stations. It's got a radio. It's a little bit like the Baofeng radio. No, not really. It's a little bit like the Baofeng radio in that, you know, it's small. It's got a little torch on the top. You've got a selector knob and a volume knob. AB dual band. You got the transmit, money, on off. It's come with this little tiny stock antenna, I suppose, but I thought I'd take that off and put a better one on. So I've got another one here, which I got off eBay at some point. This is a 270 antenna. So turn it on. So there's the aircraft. I don't know what aircraft airline station that might be. It must be a tower somewhere in the UK. 133600. If anybody has any idea what it is, comment below. But it's also a good listening one, good to listen on. Now I presume the bloke or person who had this before me, or before he sold it to the shop, programmed loads of channels in. And for some reason I can't figure out how to do a master reset. I can't find any information on YouTube regarding these particular radios. There is a YouTube video somewhere for the MASS AHT-9, I think it is, but it's nothing like this whatsoever. Whether the reset will work on that the same, I don't know. The only way I've sort of found out how to select the channels is you'd think it would be that for that one, because you press the radio, must be classical music, you got your volume, and then on this one's a selector. Or you can press scan. There you go, FM seek. There you go. So there you go, there's the radio. But for when you turn it on this one, it doesn't turn that side. Don't know why. If I press FV/U button down here once, you can change the numbers on that side. Look. So I suppose you could change it to a PMR channel. So say I've just changed it to, so it goes to that now. Boop. And then all I can do now is scan that side until it finds a frequency. You know. So there's my dilemma at the moment. I don't know how to. If anybody on YouTube knows how to do a full master reset, let me know. I'd like to know. What else am I figuring out? I mean, function will do odd things. Function, you've got squelch, you can see there. You can change the squelch settings with a selection. Okay, that's fine. Good function again. You've got these different settings. Once you go into the function, press one of these buttons, it will take you into a settings. I don't think it matters which one you press, as long as you press one of them. Function and one of them. There you go. Oh. Roger off. I think that's like, that's the bleep after you transmit. It'll go doodle-doo after you transmit. Private, I'm not sure. Priority off, something. Encode, MDFM. That's for the chat. I'm imagining all that's for the channel, so you can program it. Pon message. Something. Okay, menu. Save. Scan. I was hoping, like most of the Balfing radios, they've got an easy menu option where you can do a full reset, but this has not. Which I thought was a little odd, but then I think it's one of these aftermarket production radios that they've based it on a Balfing radio. A lot of people have told me already that it's basically the same as the Balfing UV3, and I've looked it up. It does look slightly similar, but it doesn't. The settings aren't the same. Well, the buttons aren't the same, but I don't know what's the master reset for the Balfing UV3. I'm not sure. Oops. Let's do it backwards. 60 off. There you go. You got channels. You know, somebody has already programmed the channel in 145500, which is the UK calling channel. I've already charged the battery in the charger. I had to put a little bit of plasticine in, a little bit of blue tack, because when I sat it in, it was off centre and it wouldn't charge. But I put that in now with the blue tack, it charges up. When I bought it, I thought it might be a 5 watt. But taking the battery off, which is not really seen these sort of batteries. Taking the battery off, as you can see, MASS-AHT-7-UV, 144 to 146, 430 to 440 megahertz. Max power 2 watt, and there is a low power and a high power. So I suppose it's 1 watt and 2 watt. So QRP radio. I haven't transmitted on it yet, so that'll be interesting to find out what that's like. You know, it does transmit though. I've tried it with mover radios. You know, not a bad little radio for 25 quid. You can put it in your pocket, put it in your rucksack, no problem. I think the little radios are best for QRP and walking around wherever you go on your travels. So that's an AM frequency, and for some reason it will allow you to transmit, which I don't understand why. So I would have thought that would be a bit illegal, maybe. Right, if anybody has got any information on this little radio,